Yesterday, Israel sent an evacuation warning to 3 Houthi shipping ports in Yemen, spiraling the Houthis into panic of an impending Israeli strike. There is big news from President Trump. Hamas has declared that they will release an American Israeli hostage being held in the Gaza Strip. The only problem is that there is something very strange going on with this announcement, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. Guys, hold on to your seats. I'm Josiah Hilton, and this is the Israel Guys. After Israel bombed the heck out of the Houthis last week, including almost destroying Yemen's international airport, the Houthis still have not had enough, apparently. On Friday afternoon, they fired another ballistic missile at Israel, headed right into the heart of Israel's population center. Thankfully, the IDF intercepted the missile before any harm could be done. Israel seems to be serious about ending the Houthi threat in Yemen this time around. Late Sunday evening, the IDF's Arabic language spokesman, Colonel Avichai Adre, said in a post on X, warning to all those present in the seaports controlled by the terrorist Houthi regime, the Ras Isa port, the Hodeidah port, and the Al Salif port. Here's an important and urgent warning. Due to the terrorist Houthi regime's use of the seaports for its terrorist activities, we urge all those present at these ports to evacuate and stay away from them for your own safety until further notice. Evacuating ports will keep you safe. Now, after this warning was given, there have been several panicked reports stating that Israel had struck the ports or other targets inside of Yemen. But as of the recording of this show Monday morning, Israel has not carried out any strikes in Yemen as of yet. But this will likely happen very soon, and hopefully will cripple the Houthis' weapons capabilities enough to make them bow out of this war and stop attacking Israel. Yesterday, it was announced that Hamas is going to release the last living American-Israeli hostage in Gaza as a goodwill gesture to the United States. The hostage who is set to be released is Edan Alexander, who was kidnapped from his military base on October 7th of 2023. Edan grew up in New Jersey, actually, and made Aliyah to Israel when he was 18 years old to join the IDF. On October 7th, that fateful day, he volunteered to stay on his military base, even though it was the Jewish holiday of Sukkot, and he was subsequently kidnapped by Hamas and taken into the Strip. Yesterday, the family of Edan Alexander said that U.S. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff notified them that Hamas would release him from captivity. Israel's Prime Minister's office confirmed that, saying, the United States has notified Israel of Hamas's intentions to release the soldier Edan Alexander as a gesture to the Americans without any compensation or conditions. Not long after this, President Trump also confirmed the news and posted this on his Truth Social. I am grateful to all those involved in making this monumental news happen. This was a step taken in good faith toward the United States and the efforts of the mediators Qatar and Egypt to put an end to this very brutal war and return all living hostages and remains to their loved ones. Hopefully, this is the first of those final steps necessary to end this brutal conflict. I look very much forward to that day of celebration. In a time when Israel and the world faces unprecedented challenges, there's a practical way to stand with Israel while making sound investments for your future. Wise Money Israel offers you the same professional management and standards you'd expect from any U.S. investment firm, with the unique advantage of putting your money in the Israeli economy, not only diversifying your investments, but also blessing Israel in the process. Our team here at the Israel Guys have been clients of Wise Money Israel for years, and it's really a good way to put your money where your mouth is. Aligning your finances and faith has never been easier, and these guys will walk with you every step of the way. Genesis 12:3 isn't just a scripture, it's a promise from God. I will bless those who bless you. When you invest in Israel, you're helping to rebuild the land of Israel, to support innovation that keeps Israel secure. You're helping to fulfill prophecies about nations blessing Israel, and you're countering the boycott movement trying to target Israel economically. In these dark times, supporting Israel is more critical than ever, and Wise Money Israel is a perfect way to make a stand. Click on the link in the description below or visit wisemoneyisrael.com/the Israel Guys for a free consultation today. That's wisemoneyisrael.com/the Israel Guys. In regards to this release of the hostage, Prime Minister's office also said that the United States has informed Israel that this move is expected to lead to negotiations for the release of hostages under the original Witkoff framework, which Israel has already accepted. So this is obviously very, very good news. Another hostage is being released, and we thank God that Edan is going to be returned to his family very, very soon, hopefully. The biggest question on some people's minds throughout this is, why is Hamas releasing a hostage for nothing? This is extremely out of character for Hamas, and to me could be explained in one of two ways. First, they could be releasing him because of extreme pressure and or threats from the United States. But judging from the fact that Hamas has not really been fazed by all the threats coming from President Trump since he took office in the White House in January, it doesn't really seem like this is the case here. The second way to explain this very unlikely move by Hamas is that the US could be promising to do something very big for Hamas in exchange for them releasing this American hostage. A senior Hamas official that wanted to stay anonymous told the Associated Press that Hamas was advised to give a gift to President Trump in return that he will give back a better one.
To UAE and Qatar, and that'll be, I guess, Monday night. Some of you are coming with us. I think before then we're going to have a very, very big announcement to make, like as big as it gets, and I won't tell you on what. But it's going to, and it's very positive. I'd tell you if it was negative or positive. I can't keep that up. It is really, really positive.
Now, this whole situation is very weird and very concerning if this is the case. Hopefully, President Trump will not be giving any gifts to the terrorist organization of Hamas. But if he does, it spells very bad news for Israel. When dealing with terrorists, you should never be giving them gifts in exchange for things you want from them in return. You have to deal with terrorists with an iron fist and make sure that you are not giving in to any of their psychological games. As to whether or not this is meant to help with the hostage negotiations moving forward, Hamas has said that they will release the hostage as part of the efforts to reach a ceasefire. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that if U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff's deal framework is accepted, Israel will support it, which they've said that weeks ago. I think it's important to point out that as the war in Gaza drags on and on, a lot of people are getting tired of things taking so long with the war and the hostages not being returned, and reasonably so. The problem is that people also forget the threat that Hamas poses to Israel and will always pose to Israel as long as they are able to operate as a terrorist organization. October 7th woke up the nation of Israel to this very real threat. It also woke up some of the world, and hopefully the Christian believers around the world. My encouragement to you, our viewers, is to stay laser focused in your moral clarity, in your faith, and stand strong for Israel's right to defeat her enemies and protect her citizens from the terrorists that want to destroy her. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out Wise Money Israel. Just go to wisemoneyisrael.com/theisraelguys, or easier yet, click that link in the description below. Subscribe to the Israel Guys channel and get the conversation going down in the comments below this video. If you'd like to support our work here at the Israel Guys, head over to theisraelguys.com/donate. That link is also in the description. As always, stop listening to the lies and propaganda and connect with the truth of what is happening in Israel. We'll be back soon here at the Israel Guys.